Incoming Senator Mitt Romney hasn't even taken office yet, but last night around 8 o'clock took shots at the president. In a Washington Post op-ed writes this: here's his conduct over the past 2 years, particularly his actions this month, is evidence that the president has not risen to the mantle of the office. Trump's words and actions have caused dismay around the world. Here to react, former Trump deputy campaign manager and co-author of Trump's Enemies, still doing very well out there, David Bossie. David, makes sense of this.
Good morning.
Mitt Romney taking shots at the president is not new, but of late it has been. In 2018, he thanked the president for his endorsement. That's January. In December, in January 1, he takes a shot. Why?
Well, this is a pathetic attempt by Mitt Romney for relevancy. This is a guy who comes to Washington, and instead of trying to help this president, instead of trying to help the Republican Party, he wants to attack this president and really try to undo and be the center of attention. Look, he wants to talk about character. Let's talk about jealousy. Let's talk about how shallow this person is. I'm sick and tired of Mitt Romney wanting Donald Trump's help on one hand, groveling, trying to be the Secretary of State during the transition in 2016. Let's not forget that pathetic attempt by Mitt Romney. I'm sick and tired of people coming to Washington. Instead of trying to be part of the solution, they're part of the problem. And that's what Donald Trump got elected to be, a change agent. And he has been successful in changing this broken status quo. And guys like Mitt Romney and outgoing his former partner, Paul Ryan, didn't agree with this president. And if you look at the successes this president has had over the last 2 years, it's insurmountable if you look at past presidents. And I got to just say, I'm so disappointed in Mitt Romney. I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed.
Well, here it is. You say, too, that Jeff Flake and John McCain, they ended up being Republican enemies of the president. But you say Mitt Romney could be a much greater enemy than both them. Why?
Well, look, this is a guy who's used to the national stage. He has run for president, and if he wasn't so incompetent, he would have won that campaign, to be candid, beating Barack Obama in 2012. He should have. Mitt Romney failed in that campaign, and he failed the American people who made him the nominee. He ran a terrible general election campaign. But let me just say this, because he has his own political machine, his own media operation, and he's used to the national stage, he comes to Washington as somebody who looks like, to me, the Flake, McCain, Corker, all in one guy. And he's going to be the guy who's standing in the breach. And I got to tell you, I want Mitt Romney to be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
All right, David Bossie, thanks so much. He does have a lot of skills. International business could be a very big asset on trade. We'll see what it means, knowing that
unfortunately, he's an open border guy.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Right. David Bossie, thanks so much.
Thanks.
All right, coming up straight ahead.